What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, or it might be videos, I'll be doing my 96 Cobra. I'll show you guys how we personally do our own paint. The steps on how we go about stripping the paint down, getting ready for primer, getting the primer ready for base ready for clear. Show you guys every step of the way. And we got some new tools, so you know it's always exciting getting some new tools. Did a little Harbor Freight special, nothing too big, but it's still kind of big. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Show you guys the car, then I'll show you guys the tools, and then we'll get right into it. All right, so here's the car. Don't mind that right there. But you can see right here, the top of the car, gloss is completely gone. In the bottom, clear is still there, but it's kind of foggy. So this is 96, and here's the passenger side. I already got a couple of the panels off, ready to paint over there. So time to show you guys the tools. And here it is. Got the Fortress, a 26 gallon. Supposedly it's 80% quieter right there. We'll see. So it's 69 decibels. We'll see how quiet that really is. And then the other one is, bam, baby. Baxter Random Orbital Sander. See how far we can get with this today. All right, now it's time to get to sanding. All right, y'all, here go the little shop. But I got these panels, a pair, side scoops, a pair, spoiler, the A-pillar panels as a pair. I'm gonna start with the 100. If that's eating it up too fast, we'll go to the 150. So I'll be the trial and error for you guys and see which one's better for scuffing it up and getting ready for prime. All right, let's see how quiet it is. This thing's super quiet. Oh yeah, we're in business. I'm already liking the air compressor. We'll see how this goes. This one, do you guys hear the air compressor in the back? Me neither. But look, this one is at the lowest setting, and you adjust this little thing right here, and it goes. Oh yeah. Man. Let's get started. These are Diablo pads. That was some technical difficulties. It's separated, so I don't know if the Baxter got some good hooking capabilities, but hopefully this is just this one. But yeah, I don't think they're supposed to do that. But so far so good. This thing's a lot less elbow grease needed, which is a plus for me, because this would have taken forever. On to the next stage. Man, I'm all about the angles, baby. Show y'all them angles. Works perfectly fine. I don't gotta stand. It's at the alley, so gotta improvise, baby. Let's get back to it. Hit it with 100, came back 150. You could get away with just doing 150 to start off with. To remove those scratches, hit 220, and then do 320 right after that. I'll leave it at 320 now, because you know, as you go on in life, you learn the things. You pick up what works better for you. So with me, I'll show you guys right now where I went wrong with my red notch. With this one, I'll leave it at 320, so the primer has something to really grip to. With my notch, I try to go show quality. And I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. Did a little bit more research after we painted the car. So with my red notch, I went, I think, 1,500 to 2,000 on the primer. And that's a big no-no. So what you're supposed to do is 600 to 800 on the primer. Then with going 600 to 800 on the primer, that gives enough scratch for the base to grip. And I screwed up big time on my red notch, but I ended up painting it eventually. Still looks good. A lot more things I could have did. I'll show you guys right now. Don't mind the dust. I don't really drive it that much, but with this one, you can see very close. It looks good on video, and in person it looks good too, but you know, when you do things yourself, you notice a lot more things than other people would notice. But right here, I got a lot of chips. I mean, it's typical, but with this one, me going to 1,500 to 2,000, any little thing I drop on here leaves a ding. So this one I screwed up on the sanding. I should have went to 600 to 800. And another thing too is I do not recommend Bondo from like Walmart, you know, the pink stuff. I don't recommend it. It's been like 4 years, and you can see a crack in the Bondo right here. The Bondo isn't that thick, but with it cracking in like 3 or 4 years. So it would have went a lot different with this one. Would have used a real body filler, you know, a name brand. And then with the primer, I would have went to 600, maybe 800. And that way the base would have had something to grip to. But now any little scratch like right here, that's just something brush up on it and it chips away that fast. So I would have did that differently, and I would have did a Bondo differently. So with that learning lesson, let's get back to these panels. All right, got some bad news. I freaking forgot to paint guns at the alley. Luckily for you guys, it's a video. For me, it's real time. I'm gonna go ahead and run into the alley, grab the guns, come back here, clean everything off, wipe everything off, and get ready to spray this 2K primer. All right, so hit the alley, couldn't find the top, and I couldn't find the gun for the primer. This is the clear coat and the color, and this is a little touch-up gun. So what that means is they go buy a new kit. This has a 1.8 tip, and I think this one has a 1.3, so bigger tip for a primer, this primer sticker. This one for clear coat, base coat, and that's the touch-up one. So we'll get this put together, get the regulator and a little filter on this one, and we'll get going. So right now, I'll pre-clean everything, wipe everything down, and then with this brand, not getting paid to advertise them, but this is what we use. This one is 4 parts primer, so 4 parts of this, 1 part catalyst, which is a hardener, and then 1 part reducer. So a gallon of primer, quart, and quart. So let's get started with cleaning everything and then mix it and spray. Got the gun ready. That thing looking brand new. It's a little starter kit, but hey, it's not the tool, it's the user. So we'll see how that goes. But for the primer, you do 2 to 3 coats. We'll probably do 3. So from there, we'll put base with this primer. And with a lot of other primers, it's called flash time, so basically a dry time, so directions are self-explanatory. I love that they put this stuff. You got the mix right there, basically 4 parts, 1 part, 1 part, and then right here, flash time, 10 to 15 minutes between coats. So you let it dry 10 to 15 minutes, and right here, apply 2 to 3 medium wet coats. I love it, man. It's dummy proof. So now we're gonna clean and spray some primer, baby. Time to add a reducer and hardener. End result for the day, you're gonna take 3 hours to dry. We'll probably come back tomorrow and start sanding it down, do a little guide coat. I got these sanding blocks. This has been sitting out in the weather for a while, but hey, blocks are still good. Got that. I got 400, 600 grit. I like to do it wet just to keep down on the dust. A lot of people, they just do a DA and that's it. But like I said, I like to keep the dust down, so I do it that way. On my red car, we did just 98-cent rattle cans. For this one, I got the real spray paint just to see if it's better or not. A lot of people say it is, but you know, personal experience. So we'll get the guide coat on. I'm gonna start at 400 grit just to see if it cuts pretty good, and then we'll finish with 600. Since it's black, you could go with 800, but I'll stick with the 600 and see the results that we get from here. And that fast, guide coat is on and ready to sand. So with me, I get a little soapy water that way. You know, get a little lubrication with the water. And I gotta keep a water bottle on the side just to stay hydrated. But I'll let this guide coat dry, put this 400 sticky on the sanding block, and we'll get to sanding. Got some of it done so far. What you guys wanna do is a crosshatch. So you basically think about X's. You go one way this way, after you're done, come back and go this way. And you'll get it. Kinda like that. It's hard to do with one hand, but you get the gist. All right, got these done. Got the spoiler left and the vents. Got a little left, but I'll leave that for the 600 pass. But showing you guys halfway not done, halfway done. That's what it looks like in between. Now that everything's sanded down to 400, get some soap and water. Wash this off. I got little shop towels. You can just wipe it down to get all the primer off that we sanded, and then restart with the 600. So we'll do that, and then after 600, it's ready for paint. All right, y'all, here's the motor for the 96. The old one's trash, so I got this one out of a running car. Gonna slap it in. First time trying to use a tie down to actually hold it up, so you know. Got extra insurance. This is the first line of defense, and all the insurance after that, so we'll see if I can lift it up, and hopefully nothing happens. So far, so good. Pressure's on the tie down. I'll wait a couple minutes, make sure that crap don't drop. And we made it. Got the little stand so the oil pan don't hit the ground. Got 3 points of contact. We're good to go. Day 3, and the black is on. As you can see, a bunch of particles. I'm about to take a tack cloth, wipe it down, mix up some clear, and spray it. This right here, tack cloth. Wipe everything down. It's all the dust, everything off. And we are done. I laid 3 coats. First coat is like glue, so I don't really lay it on too heavy. Second and third coat, I get heavier for each coat. Now, with me being outside, it's not gonna be perfect. You know, I got dead grass. Wind could pick up, blow a piece of dead grass into there. I got lucky. I got some dust particles, but that's probably about it. You can see the reflection. Got some orange peel, but it's pretty good being outside. Look at that. See the reflection? Show you guys the other panels. Look at that, look at that. Ooh. And now after this, the wet sand will start with like 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, all the way to 3,000, and we'll polish it. I like it though, satisfied.
You ready?
Yep, remember walk this way. You gotta spray it, but pay attention, hold the trigger.
Come on, you ready, okay?
I'm ready. Mommy ready?
Are you ready, Mom?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right,
Go.
All the way, harder. Harder, no, pull the trigger harder. There you go. Got primer on both the hood and the bumper. Now we're gonna go to sanding it. Hard side, soft side. Let's see if you can see it. Oh yeah. So I use this yellow side on the bumper since it's got a lot of curvature on it. So I get some guide coat on it and then get started on that. Spray it. Show you guys what it looks like right quick. Before I sprayed it, it doesn't look like that. But since you get the guide coat, it helps you really see how rough it really is. Then you sand it out, and you get it looking like that. So we'll do that through this whole bumper, and then we'll move on to the hood. Well, man wanted to come out and help me out. Love it. I ain't forcing him to do nothing. He always want to come out and help. Proud dad moment. Man, look at that man doing a good job. First coat of clear on. Don't got a camera stand, so I couldn't really show you guys. Lay another coat, and then one more after that. So 3 coats total for clear. But yeah, 2 big pieces. Now I got the whole car to go. Here's the after. As you can see, got some flies in there. It's kind of blurry right now, but that's why you wet sand and polish. All right, now got the bad news. That's over here. So it kind of messed up, you know. Show you guys the good and the bad. As you can see, the rim of it, which is real weird, but the rim dried pretty good. In the middle, not so good. So what happened was, it was getting kind of late, probably like 6 o'clock. I end up just trying to get it done, not paying attention to the activators. It was a slow activator for a hot day. It was already getting cold. I put 3 coats on, and looks like the perimeter dried pretty good. And out the middle, it dried like perfect too. That's just crazy. These good to go. And boy, is it discouraging. But get a problem, figure it out on how to solve it. So I'm gonna try to sand this back down to the black. It's only wet, no clear. So what I'm gonna do now, sand it down. Started with 400, just in case anybody's wondering. If you run into this problem yourself, but I'll go to 400, then I'll finish with 6. Pretty clear. That burned through right here. So we'll get those done, respray the black, and then we'll go clear. It's a hot day today, so it's probably like 2 o'clock right now. So I'll have enough time and everything will cure in time with the slow activator. Got it with 600. Got the canopy out here, it's way better. But now what we'll do, we'll go get a napkin and some Dawn soap and really clean it. And then we'll let it air dry, and then we'll throw some black on it after that. All right, so the next day, I laid 3 medium to wet coats, and it's gonna dry good this time. Temperature's perfect outside, you know, beautiful San Diego weather. And it's not late. So I'm gonna let this cure all the way, and I'm gonna have to figure something out with the other paint. We'll see though. But today, I don't know what it is, but everything decided to fly in the paint. As far as we got, try to do it in the weekend. Semi-successful. All we have to do now is just hook everything up. So for the most part, mission accomplished. Getting it out, swapping everything, and putting it back. So got everything plugged in. Only things I need left to do: strut tire brakes, plug in the gas lines, intake, new battery, an in-drop tank, empty it out, fill it up, and this thing will be good to go. Another thing is I need a deep cleaning. But I'll get to the gas tank tomorrow, plug the fuel lines in, and then it's on the paint. Man, I think it's been like 7 years, 8 years. Got the gas lines off to get all the old stuff out of the lines. I'm gonna have to tighten this. That's leaking, so I'll go ahead and tighten that real quick. Got it jacked up. Usually with these cars, you jack it up, this would be the highest point, but that's the highest point, baby. I fixed that little leak that was over here. I'm back, but I had an issue with the spark. We weren't getting any spark. Had a spark plug here, tried them out, plugged it in, no spark at all. But then try to notice here, he's like, maybe that's not plugged in. Goes over there, what do you know, it wasn't plugged in. So now it's tight. Now the actual firing order is correct too, because it was flipped for 6 and 5. Now it's ready to go. Give it a go. Oh, shucks. Get this thing together, drive it wherever we need it. This thing's sanded and painted, baby. Yeah, boy. What we got up in here? What we got up in here, huh? This man tore this apart, boy. Just to take off these panels. That's crazy. Gotta tear this whole vehicle apart. Ooh, how many miles? How many miles? How many miles? Yeah. All right, the system's burnt, and I really recommend this tool, man. I love it. Makes life 10 times easier. And then at the end, this thing right here, love it. Put it in there, push it down kind of snug. Put the top on so when you pull it off, it don't hit nothing. And you spin it, try to take it off. Oh. Put this right here. So now what you do, fill it up a little bit so you get some air in there. Look at that. No mess. Well, I made a little mess because, you know, doing it one-handed, but if you do it by yourself, it makes life way easier. Fast forward 6 months to a year after painting those panels, and we're here. I don't have enough time to actually do it, so I have to swallow my pride. I know with me painting my car myself, there's a lot more attention to detail that I do. You know, you're always gonna do better when you're doing your own stuff, so just gotta do what I gotta do. But right now we got it hooked up to the trailer. I'm gonna go take it to a paint shop, see how much they're charged to paint the rest of the car. If they have to paint the hood that I already painted, obviously it's dusty, it's been sitting, but so we'll get that painted. And I'm at a point in my life where I just want one Mustang. So I'll sell this one, and this will go towards my red one. And then you guys will have to see what I plan on doing with the red one later. So let's get to it. Let's get to the shop, and we'll see if we like the price. We'll drop it off. See how long it'll take and come back for it. And just like that, we are here, baby. Go ahead and turn it into them. It's Wednesday. They said they'll get it done by Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. But until then, we'll see this thing next time. I'm excited, man. Finally getting this thing going. Man, oh man. This is gonna hurt my pride doing this. The guy recommended to just paint everything all over since they're gonna paint the car. So all the panels that I did have painted, they're gonna scuff and paint, and it hurts my pride because, as you guys see in the earlier part of the video, I did take my time on this. And here's all the panels I did, and then I'll go ahead and go to the bumper, show you guys right now. And that's the bumper. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a better view. I'll go ahead and show you guys in the daylight right now. Went small for a little bit. Kind of see. It's still dirty, but I'm gonna go ahead and load this up, drop it off at the paint shop, and let them do what they do. That was fast. This stuff smells good. And we have made it. Gonna go ahead and start putting everything on. Now, you know, having to swallow my pride and everything, the recommendation I give to everybody, if you don't know already, is if you're gonna send your stuff to the shop, send it just like this, in pieces. That way you don't get no paint in all the crevices where you don't want paint. So do it like this, you shouldn't have no problem. For the most part, they did a good job. I like how it came out. Just a little quick note I wanted to tell everybody. If you don't know, now you know. All right, it's much later. They painted that. Didn't need to be painted, but hey, it looks nice. We're gonna go ahead and put C pillar on all the way to the A pillar. Don't worry, I got that. But yeah, we'll put that on. Side scoops. Then we'll put the spoiler on, or the wing, and hood scoops after that. Let's go ahead and get to it, baby. Man, just got done putting the wing on. I forgot I had this in here. This is not good anymore. Look at this. Oh my gosh. But anyways, the backstory to this, I had an old friend tell me to face it backwards, and I went to go slide the car, and then I guess this hit when I was having the music on at the same time, and it got stuck like that. So now it doesn't go back up. Got the front bumper on, switched the old one out. Glad I invested in the canopy, because boy, do we need it. We'll come back another day. I still have to clean the interior and then clean the engine bay. So yeah, let me show you guys on the inside real quick. I cleaned out all the trash and stuff. I mean, still look a little trashy, but I got everything in. The quarter panel, top and bottom, bench, part of the seat, threw everything I needed away. Making progress. Feels good to finally let go of multiple cars. All right, fast forward a couple days, got everything situated over there. Let's go ahead and start on the tune-up and install these headlights. Got these from More, the Cobra kit, so fog lights, headlights, and corner light. And right now, the reason why the car's in the air is because I'm going to replace this, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean the rims while they're off. Give them a good rub it up scrub, clean them up.